Good morning, guys. I'm so excited. I'm going to take you guys along on some changes that we are doing to our home in this room that I'm in, which is our playroom. If you are new to our channel, hi, my name is Sarah. I am the mom to 3 little girls. I was a teacher turned nanny turned daycare provider, and now I run this online business, Work Life Glue, where I like to share inspiration, motivation, tips, tricks, and just real life relatability for the busy mom, especially working moms, and how to balance everything that we have on our plates and create balance that sticks. So I recently revealed that we are homeschooling in the fall. I have a 6-year-old, a 3.5-year-old, and a 7-month-old. And a really crazy cat who's always in my videos because he apparently loves attention. My husband is a busy chef. And yeah, we're gonna homeschool in the fall. Our oldest will be in 1st grade. I just recently shared our curriculum choices, so I will link to that video below. But let me show you just a quick, I should have taken a video before I made some changes in here, but once I have an idea, I just go for it. So this is some old footage of this room that has evolved a lot over time. It is our entry for the most part, most of the time, because our garage is in the back of our house, and so we come in through the back door most of the time. So we need storage for coats, hats, mittens, shoes, that kind of thing, and a place to actually put them on. Plus, it is our playroom. It was my daycare room for a long time. It's been like preschool area. We do crafts and play and learning, as you can see. And now it's also going to be our homeschool room where we do a lot of our learning. Not all of our learning, but I wanted everything kind of in one central location that was not our dining room, just so that we do have some separation. So I did buy a couple things, and I'm going to show you guys where we're at and then take you guys along today. So, are you ready? Here we go. So there's some new stuff going on in here. I got a new table. I will link to it. It was pretty inexpensive for how nice it looks. It's 60 inches wide, and this table honestly made this room look so much bigger. I used to have these 2 blue tables that I usually had over here that were like kid size, and they just took up so much space, and I don't know if it was this, like the height of them made the room feel smaller or what. But I've sold those, or they're in the process of being sold. And I also sold our lockers that were over here because our kids just kind of have outgrown them. Like my oldest can't even sit down in one anymore, and their stuff is kind of getting too big for it. So it was time to upgrade our system for that. Obviously, the main thing you probably noticed is this giant cube unit. I just put this together with a friend last night. The main reason I bought this was to have a better definition between our entryway and this room. It's great because it's adding storage for our homeschool stuff. It looks nice, and it's creating that barrier. First of all, I don't like how this is open on this side. I don't want stuff to fall through. It just looks really cluttered, and that's wasting space that could be used as a wall. So I'm going to put a back on this, and I've gone back and forth if I want to do just plywood or melamine sheets, which is what they make shelving out of. But I think what I'm gonna do, because it just makes the most sense, is to get pegboard. Thicker pegboard. It will still be very stable, and I will screw that to this, and then I will also screw this to it so that these 2 things are anchored to each other, so it's a lot less likely to tip, and then we will still screw it into the wall. So that should provide stability. And then the nice thing about the pegboard is I can get hooks and all kinds of stuff, and I can always rearrange it however I want, so that as our needs change, we can change it up without having to like patch holes or anything. It'll just be a matter of moving stuff around. So that's what I'm going to do today. I already set these up. I got 3 of these paper organizers, and puzzles fit great on here. I've got magazines for like collages and stuff. I've got felt. I've got the dot stickers, all of our construction paper, more puzzles, clipboards, those dry erase sleeves, and dry erase boards. And then I've had these magazine files. These are all just empty, but I kind of was seeing how they would fit. Yeah, and then I also got one of those pet beds. Oh my gosh, he's already in it. Artie! I didn't know he was in there. Do you like your pet bed? I should start paying you because you're a good actor. Oh my gosh, that's so great. He loves it. There's not even a blanket or anything in there. I love it. That's from Ikea. They have those inserts and I had to buy one. And I'm so excited that he likes it. So yeah, this is the plan. I'm going to be taking you guys along on this journey with me, but we are in the car. I just folded one seat down over there and just put the stroller there. I can move it away, but that way we can fit the pegboard because it's 4x8. I'm going to get it cut down. The cube unit is almost exactly 6x6. I might have them do it like half an inch shorter than that and center it when we do it. But so I'm going to do one panel will be 4x6 and the other will be 2x6 so that it will be 6x6 all together, or pretty close to that. We're gonna head over there so they can cut it down for us and then head home. If I can get these big sheets, or I can get these small ones that are in better shape. Although I might not get this one, it's right on the edge. But it's the same price basically. I am back. I've got my panels here. I got 5 panels. I may only use 4, and if I use all 5, I'll have to cut one of them, but that should work perfectly. I got 3 of these sets of baskets. I thought these would work great for hats and mittens, but you know, I don't know for sure how I'm gonna set everything up yet. And then these plier holders actually looked a lot like a hook for like coats. So that's what I'm gonna try to use. And then I really wanted some white screws, but they didn't have any in the size or shape I would need. So I got these number 8 1-inch ones. I opened it up and tried them out just to make sure they would fit and be pretty flush, but still a little bit bigger than the pegboard holes, and they are. So this is what I'm going to use. And I think because those panels are small, I'm going to try to do this on my own and see how it goes. Okay, here's where we're at. They aren't all perfect, like spacing between them isn't perfect, but overall not bad. And it's just slightly bigger than 6 feet, so I just hung it over the edge on the top a little bit. And then when I did this side, I tried to make it slightly over the edge. I don't know if you guys can see that, but so it's just slightly over the edge on both sides. And now I'm gonna do one this way down over here, and then I don't know yet beyond that. So I can't quite fit this one going this way because the top ones will bow just the tiniest bit. So I think what I'm going to do is turn it over, mark it, and try to cut it with this blade and this handsaw and see if I can get it to cut. And then they're going to go down 2 feet, 2 feet, 2 feet, if that makes sense. You guys will see what I mean. Hopefully this will work. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, this is not sheetrock. It doesn't just snap. I think I'm gonna need a table saw for this, and I just cut it. Which means I will need my dad's help for the bottom part, I think. Frustrated. I wanted to get this all done by myself, but I don't have a table saw. Let me try one more time. I mean, I'm gonna be here all day if I try to do this and it's not even going straight. That's a bummer. I don't like when I can't do it all myself. So unfortunately, pretty much all of the shelves and I don't know, all the stability on the other side, all the, you know, sides and bottoms of all the cubes run behind, like there's one right here, so I can't screw through a hole into it. So what I did, this will have a, the other cube unit in front of it, so I just put some extra screws at the bottom, 2 in each bottom. This one, like as you can see, this runs between, so I had to put it not in through a hole, but over here I was able to get it in a hole, and over here. But one thing I did not think about, if you come around, I didn't think about the wood tone on this side, but I actually really like that. It makes the white pop more, and it just adds a little bit more interest in a wood tone, which I'm glad I like it because I did not even think about that, just to be honest. Okay, so I've been just playing around. So I didn't realize once you put these in, they aren't hooked up anymore. But they still work, and if they end up stuff falls off, then I'll buy actual hooks like on Amazon designed to hook stuff on. But this is what I have right now. I tried putting Sans hats up here, but they kept falling off. So if I got real hooks, that might work, but he has so many hats, so I don't even know if that's worth doing. But then I just put hooks down here for the girls' coats, so there's 5 hooks. That should work, I think. And the nice thing is I can always switch it up. And then I had this extra little rug upstairs that we weren't using, so I just put that here. I don't even try to do anything pretty when it comes to flooring over here. I just want something to protect the floor that's easy to clean, hide stains. So I like these utility mats, and I can easily, they're very inexpensive. You can switch them out if a kid throws up on them. Hashtag that's happened to me with daycare. So yeah, anyway, so we can just put our like one pair of shoes that we wear the most here, coats, and then I just put their hats while we're still transitioning, you know, into summer eventually. So there's hats here, mittens, I got Gwenny's little shoes, sunglasses, mask, lanyards. And then over here, whenever we're playing outside, we end up needing a Band-Aid, or if we're leaving the house, a lint roller, sunscreen, lotion, sanitizer, bug spray. I also have shoe refresher spray here. And then I put Aquaphor on Celia's hands before she puts her mittens on to go to school because her hands get so dry. So that's there. And then we can actually use this console table now. Right now I just have like baby wipes, so you never know when you need those, some lotion, and some Kleenexes. We've got her school bag, we've got her Girl Scouts bag, and then their dance bag. But I'm sure over time we'll have other things. And then each girl has a bin, and they just have any of their extra stuff in here. And then I'm gonna get more bins. Artie Roy, oh my gosh, he's always in the camera. I'm gonna get more of these smaller bins. Right now Stan and I have our like main shoes. We have a bunch of shoes in here, but like our main pairs of shoes that we switch into depending on, you know, what we need in here. And then I think each girl will also have one, because right now all their shoes and boots and stuff are just on this cart. I would like to not have to use this cart for this anymore. So then they'll each have a bin for like their dress shoes or their boots, you know, depending, that they can leave over here. So that's the plan. I still can take this down and do something, or I might put like artwork there, or maybe I'll put hooks over there and put artwork here. I don't know. It's not like the most beautiful and like shut behind closed doors, but I didn't want to spend a ton of money. Yes, I could have like had a whole cabinet here with closed doors, but it also would have cut into the space a lot and cost a lot more money. So this has been a great solution. So my dad's gonna come tomorrow and just help me cut those other 2 panels down into 3 squares to put for the rest of this, and then mount all this to each other so that this isn't likely to tip over at all. My girls never climb on these. I've drilled it into their heads, but and then we might still try to adhere it to the wall somehow. I'm not sure though, because I want the curtains to not look like that, so we'll have to talk about it and figure it out. Okay, now that I have nothing else to do when he's just playing here, I'm trying the table this way. I kind of like that there's more room over here. Like, I don't know. What do you guys think? Because I kind of like the idea of me sitting here and the girls on each side. I don't know, maybe I like it better the other way. What do you think, Gwen? Which way do you like it? I thought about bringing the play kitchen back down and putting it where this chair is. I don't know. I think I like the table the other way. Although I just like the look of this. I just think that looks nice. But I don't know if I like this big gap here. I don't know. She has just been rolling all around. This is exactly why I wanted this to be, hi, a learning space and a play space for you, right? Oh my gosh, such a joy. So, I brought the play kitchen down. I'm gonna try it over here. Yes, I am. I think Bryony will really like that I set up the little coffee stuff and the little mugs. They love to pretend to have like tea parties and bake shops and stuff. And then I just pulled one of these out of this cabinet. That way we have like just a bunch of extra crayons. These are our sticker prizes for when they still fill up their sticker chart. We've got scissors, my scissors, and these are for these tracing boards I just got. I will be doing a homeschool haul soon. I'm sure I'll be doing a few of them because over time I'm sure we'll accumulate more. These are all the coloring books, like I said. These are all empty. These are all empty. But in this one over here, we've got colored pencils, just miscellaneous like tape and a painter's tape because I stick stuff on the wall once in a while. Glue, eraser, stapler, and then I just have like overflow craft stuff. This is all scrapbook paper that I don't use anymore, but I figure my girls might, and then like cookie sheets. This little caddy is just like a bunch of stuff, but it's a lot of stuff that I don't want anybody to get into, hence why I put it on the top shelf. Like I've got my thumbtacks in there, pencil sharpener, permanent markers. Like I don't really want anybody touching those. And then I put our curriculum, half our curriculum stuff here, and like our workbooks and teacher's guides over here. And then these are what we've been using a lot for our learning right now. And these are the extra pieces for this cube unit for the brackets to mount it to the wall. So basically the things that are empty is that, all these, that whole row, and then the bottom I just put bins, but there's nothing in them, and then there's already this little cat tree. So I mean, I don't want to completely fill this up. I want it to have space to grow over time. I'm sure we will accumulate lots more homeschooling books and things like that. And then I actually moved all of our books upstairs. I'll show you guys that in a second, because this will go along. You'll see if you are following. Make sure to subscribe if you're not. I had all of our kids' books here and here, but I decided I wanted more space for toys and activities. This is not in any way organized yet. I just got some new stuff and then I just shoved a bunch of stuff in here. I will go through and organize it soon, but I wanted more space for all of this stuff. I had it kind of all over the house, but I want it in just one central location because I'm going to be doing a really cool toy rotation system. So stay tuned for that. So I had to move all of our books, which is fine because honestly we don't pull from our books on a daily basis. We read a lot of library books, and I pull books every week. So, and I rotate books that are out, but I put a bunch of stuff in here too. So let me show you where we put our books. I put them upstairs. So we've already had a lot of books here in the living room, behind the couch. We have a lot of like our 5-minute stories and just treasuries of books, anthologies, stuff like that, baby toys. And then this is a bin that I just rotate books. So like we had Easter books in there. Now I've got a lot of spring books and stuff like that. And then I also added in our board books because I am sure in a month or two little Gwen is going to be pulling up and pulling all this stuff off. So it may transition again. Here's all our library books. And like I said, so I brought all that stuff down. This cabinet, these 3 shelves were just filled with puzzles, small world play, all those things you saw in there. As well as that was full. Now it's pretty much empty. And this also was just full, and now it's pretty much empty. So I go through phases where I just change things, see how it works. But next to that cabinet in our living room, we have this closet that's kind of weird because our fridge sits to about here in it. So it's a very shallow closet, but we've already had our board games up there, but now we also have all of our books, our kids' books. So I can always move these games over here or somewhere else now that I have a lot of space if we accumulate more books. But I just like having them all here, and then I can rotate them out, but I don't like them just out all the time. To me it looks really cluttered, and then the girls are constantly pulling out books, and I have them kind of in a system that I like, and so I just always have books I'm pulling, but we don't need them all out all the time. So I like that I can just close the door. So because I want you guys to still see the finished result of the back of this, I'm gonna film just that part tomorrow with my dad and show you the final reveal of this project in this video. And then I will film all day tomorrow for a weekly prep that will be a second video. So I'll see you tomorrow in this video.
The next day.
I can see you. You get built in too.
We are going to use these safety brackets on the wall into a stud, and then we're gonna mount. We're not gonna completely put pegboard here, and we're gonna mount shelf to shelf for added stability. We just finished it, so now there is pegboard all the way down to about like here, and then I am gonna buy some mounting hardware, which I won't have yet when I show you guys this video. But basically I'm gonna line these up and get them pushed up against each other, and then I'm gonna have one big metal piece mounted on all 3 of these to this and to this, so it really should not ever tip because of the weight on the back, and it is also mounted into the stud. So we just did extra precautions to make sure it's safe. I think I eventually also want to add some closed baskets up here, and I might have like their hats and mittens and stuff like that on the off season, just so I don't have to have them in the storage room, and it adds extra height just to really make this feel like a totally separate space. But that will be in the future, not something I'm gonna do right away. And then my husband, I was asking him like what we think we should do here, and he suggested a mirror so that we can see ourselves before we go out the door in the morning, and so that it adds an extra light and makes it a little brighter. So I think I'm gonna get a round mirror to go here, and then we'll just kind of see how it ebbs and flows over the years. But I just really love this space and how we were able to create an actual entryway on a budget in a really cool, unique way that's adding storage to both rooms, so to speak. So here is our little entryway with the benches. I still need to get more bins, and then over here, and then into the playroom homeschool room. So here's how I have it set up right now. These will have bins, so you won't see that there's no pegboard on that side. I plan to just do bins on the bottom probably. And then, yeah, we were already sitting here loving it this morning. The girls love it. I think it's gonna be such a great space. I love that how we can switch it up and make it work for us over time, switch up the shelving. But I am so excited. This is the best I've ever felt about this room, honestly. I love this room, don't get me wrong, it's just a lot going on in one room. You've got an entryway, you've got these giant windows, which I love, but it takes up the whole wall. You've got the fireplace and these round things, the shelving. I don't know, it's just a lot in one room. I love it. Like I said, not complaining. It's just always been kind of a challenge to figure out the best way to set it up, but here it is right now. Gwenny loves just rolling around on here. The girls love it in here. I'm just so happy, and then I'll have to figure out what I'm gonna do here. Make sure you guys are subscribed because I will do a whole homeschool room tour once I have it finished, whatever that actually means. But once I have it to a point like where I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna continuously work on it anymore for a while, and I've like switched out the wall and stuff like that. So make sure you subscribe, and I plan to do homeschooling content every week. I'm still deciding if I want to keep it on this channel or do a new channel. I'm thinking of just keeping it on this channel, but either way, subscribe so you'll know. And I will be back with a weekly prep later on this week so that you can see what we did the rest of this weekend. But I just wanted to get this up so you guys could see this big transformation. I'm so excited. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.